Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Thanks for joining us here today in La Quinta, California. Beautiful spot. We're at the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, what do we have out here today?
Par 72, every inch of this golf course is going to extract the best out of your game, because if you don't play your best, you will struggle. Anything in the 60s, something to be proud of. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Officials calling that one around 310 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Should be safely on deck.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole. And getting ready for the putt.
You want to know the difference between good scores and average scores? That.
Right there. For par. Even par early on. Just a little tap in here. Has the putt, and now at -1. Frank, this is a nice looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it? Yeah, Rich, the reason why the best players enjoy stroke play so much is that every single shot's going to count, and you can't get away with anything in stroke play.
You have to manage your game, and you have to manage your emotions as well, because it can get away from you in a hurry. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, is the player thinking birdie here on this approach shot at the second hole?
Anything with the scoring club here, as long as you can get the distance right and get into the right section, it's very much a birdie hole.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Oh, what an incredible shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. Now at -2 for the day. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here, and if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. You know, you can develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, you know, golf, we've had so many different types of training from the athlete side. But you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. Or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow through. All those things are still very valid today.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Getting set now for the second shot here at hole number 3, par 4.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
It's a big putt right here for birdie. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Settles in over the putt. -1 in the early going. First par 3 of the day. It is the 4th here at PGA West, sitting at just under 200 yards in the card. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. It's got 5 minutes to find it.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Just 5 feet left. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Well, here we are at the 5th hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other. What a great shot.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back foot, where the instructor gave you that one small bit of advice and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long, Rich, and it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years, and we all make just little bad habits. Sometimes you're stooped over a little bit more than normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move, or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem.
He has this putt for eagle. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Well, Frank, how about this 255-yard par 3 sixth?
Yeah, there's a bit of a bailout area, sort of short and left, but the only thing really going in the player's favour, it is a big green, 51 yards in depth. So if you want to sort of do the maths in reverse, 255, take away 50, 205 front, doesn't sound as daunting. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And he makes it for par. He has this attempt for par. So stays at 6 under with that solid par putt. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, you just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan.
Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Getting set now over the putt. Continuing to play well. -7 now after that putt. So a tester from 4 feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswalk that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Second shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut. Not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Locked in on the read and the speed. Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Moves to -8. Frank, the 9th hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The easy way to bail out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to clock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one.
Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Now the difficult second shot here at the par 4 9. Frank, in the changing weather conditions, players have so many different options, don't they? Some might like to play it high, others might want to play it a little lower along the ground.
Really got to be on your toes today because of that, Rich, and really that's what separates the men from the boys, so to speak. You know that any mistake you make can obviously be magnified by the wind conditions, but conversely, it's a real good chance for skill to shine.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, that looked good to me. Well, you can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss. And a drop shot here at the 9th. Just a couple of feet. Now at 5 under for the round. Nudge this one home, finish it up. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count. And that is 9 under for the day. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, continuing at PGA West in the Career Builder Challenge. We're on the back 9 now. Hole number 10 is 416 yards, a medium-length par 4. But again, the player has to deal with water.
It is. This is a double dogleg, really. And if If you don't get the ball in the fairway, you're going to kick yourself.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. TPC Stadium, of course, has played host to the Skins Game, PGA Club Professional Championship, the Liberty Mutual Legends of Golf on the Champions Tour. I always enjoyed that. And along with the Jack Nicklaus Tournament course right next door, the finals of the PGA Tour qualifying school for a number of years. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Ready to go now on the approach shot here at this par 4 10th. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left. There's the water to carry. That's needless to say. But also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance, imperative here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good work right there, now to 6 under. This will be a birdie if it drops.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed, appropriately, Eternity. 617 yards.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further. That's fine.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Second from an excellent lie. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Frank, what's involved here in the third shot now at the par 5 11?
Just really setting up a good angle for that third shot. This is, when you lay up, it always pays just to check where the flag is. You want to sort of have a nice, comfortable look or angle to the flag.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. You can't leave an eagle putt short.
Now listen, anytime I left it short, I didn't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody you left it short.
All right, I won't say anything. The great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. So they'll tap in. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West. Short at 363 yards. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That is an unusual golf swing, but those have worked throughout time. Lee Trevino, Ray Floyd, Jim Furyk. They've done all right, haven't they?
Nice.
Looks good. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So yet another short iron shot into a par 4 here at the 12th. Settles in over the putt. Eight is not enough. That is 8 under par with that birdie. In for birdie. Well, Frank, we came off a hole, the short par 4 12th, where players no doubt were thinking about making birdie. Here, it's a different story. Why?
It is. Well, 13 is always going to be unlucky for some. There's so much water down there on that left side. And the way it sort of laps up to the wooden bulkhead, it looks anything other than a straight shot. And this is where you have to mentally move the flag. You've got to push that flag in your mind's eye to the right side of the green. and say, I do not want to go left of that.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
He has a 12-footer here.
Nine under for the round.
Has it. Good putt right there. Frank, what's the best way to make three here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's two definitive options, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the car.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
10 under par on the day. Frank, if a player needs to make a big move at the close of the round, how could they get at this whole location and make a birdie? They call this turning home.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to be a little more aggressive off the tee shot. A drive of 280 yards can certainly take those two bunkers down the left out of play. There is one in the distance down there, 350 yards, so even the longest hitters can still hit driver down there. You imagine pumping one down there sort of 340 yards. Now you turn a long hole into a drive and wedge. That's how you get aggressive.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Now the approach here at 15. Well, this could be good. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Second shot now at 15. Good-looking shot right here. And getting ready for the putt. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Mark a birdie on the car. Par 5 16th is a slight dog-leg left at 600 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Third shot, looking for a good one. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. These putts keep the round together. And he's made it for eagle. Well, there it is. They call it Alcatraz. Just sitting out there on the water, 168 yards away, Frank.
Well, speaking of water, that water looks so peaceful, doesn't it? It'd be a shame to spoil it with a splash. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Frank, this one is veering far to the left. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I feel a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
From about 8 feet. This has a good ring to it. -14. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Score that a birdie. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positives to take. Anybody right now.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. We are at one of the most famous venues in all of golf. It is the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. You know it well, the famous Island 17th. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, and it has really grown in stature through the years, hasn't it, Frank?
It has. I think people have got to know the venue, the various holes, and actually on that subject, 17, which you've already just referenced. Remember, this is the one hole on this golf course that was designed by, not Pete, but his wife Alice. They'd designed 17 holes, but they needed one more, and they tried to fit one in between 16 and 18. And Pete Dye, when he was talking to his wife, said, I'm stuck. And his wife said, why not just put one out there, a little island green? Pete Dye said it would never work. Wow. In this situation, Alice was right.
Alice, a great player in her own right, an amateur champion. This is the home not only to the Players' Championship, but also headquarters to the PGA Tour.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Pretty good swing right there.
It was. I just love the turn there. Nice full back swing. Didn't sort of rush. All the energy at the right point, which was impact. It was a very good golf swing.
But that's the equivalent of a 98-mile-per-hour fastball in baseball. This one just smoked 325 yards. Frank, what's the best way to get at this first hole?
Ideally, you want to go with a short iron. Makes it easier to keep the ball on the right level. This looks like it's going to find the target.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field.
Getting set now over the putt. -1 in the early going. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Has the putt, and now at -1. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot, that takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Good contact, good result. In the beginning, Pete Dye, Dean Beam, and they were fending off rattlesnakes with a machete. It was pure swampland, and they moved heaven and earth to create this golfing stadium.
It was an amazing investment. They bought the land for just $1. But what it's turned into now, the Players' Championship at the Players' Club, it really stands for a lot in our sport. This is really the home of professional golf in the United States. And the players know it, so each time the Players' Championship comes around and they put their names on that registration sheet, they hope that their name goes on the trophy.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
So in the early going, already -3. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Playing a full 180 yards now.
Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now, vital.
You put the ball back in your stance just a little bit.
If you're going to hit it down.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
It's a big putt right here for birdie. How about that? 4 under par. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Four under on the day. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank here at the fourth. Not a long shot, but it can be tricky.
If you get a little ambitious when that flag's on the left side, you can spin it all the way back into the lake.
Good looking shot right here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, the second here at the fourth is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
These putts keep the round together. Takes care of business. 5 under par. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, a little left to right. Oh, I liked that.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Frank now getting set for the second shot here at the fifth.
Yeah, relatively big green or flat green, but you've got to be careful. If you miss it on the left, especially in that left rough just short of the bunker. It's a devilish of a chip.
This could be good. Settles in over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So makes the putt, and now at -6. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 sixth. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed. There's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
So a tester from 4 feet. Count that for a birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Seven under on the day. Frank, 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Now 8 under on the day. Standing over his birdie putt. He's made it. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry. This looks like it's going to find the target. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Birdie try up next. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 9th hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true 3-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? It's still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
But that's the equivalent of a 98-mile-per-hour fastball in baseball. This one just smoked 325 yards. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
No, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left, they become havoc.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Frank, narrow entryway to this green here at the 9th. Short shot, but kind of difficult.
Yeah, don't want to get too aggressive here. You missed the green on the left, that bunker there, very difficult to get it up and down. And of course, there's the two little pop bunkers on the right side.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just misses. With a good read, might have been able to make it from that distance, but not to be. These putts keep the round together. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count. And that is 9 under for the day. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Beautifully done. That's a birdie. He has this attempt for par. 9 under for the round. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Second from an excellent lie. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Good lie in the fairway, and a good chance to make something happen here. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through the putt.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. That was not a very good read right there. And getting ready for the putt. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Did the job right there. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358 yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway or the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Now -10 for the round. Just a little tap in here. Makes the putt for a birdie. And Frank, we always like when they have the whole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds, and you can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with a bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
You like the sound of this. 11 under par for the round.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Getting set now over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. That's good work. That's good par right there. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really two good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Frank, once again, precision is so important as we look at this second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie. But if you miss, that big bunker on the left will swallow it up, and there's 2 little pot bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down.
Well, this could be good. Settles in over the putt.
Building something very special at 12 under par.
So a tester from 4 feet. He needs this for par. Cleans that up in the hole. Now the start of the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in winning in 2013.
Fred Couples made that fantastic eagle many years ago. Hole bends a little to the player's left. You don't have to hit driver here if you're a long hitter, but you really must move that ball right to left.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Repetitive is often sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular. snack, though.
Do that.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Just a couple of feet. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Frank, a couple different ways to watch golf as a fan. You could follow your favorite player for a number of holes, or you can park yourself in one spot. I think one of the better ones is the hill behind the 17th at TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, and that's why the reaction of the fans is so different. If you followed that player the whole way around, you've lived and died on every shot he's hit. Meanwhile, if you stuck at a hole, you want to see some tragedy, you want to see some great shots, and consequently you get that divergence of different type of fan.
Good-looking shot right here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, through the years, we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, you've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's right. And at the end of a 4-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day, but they don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. He has this putt for birdie.
Great, too.
Beautiful. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Oh, they've had some meat behind it. Oh, I liked that.
Frank, you found dry land, that's the good news, but now you have this second shot, which is very daunting.
Yeah, once again, you're looking at water on the left side, so the tendency is to miss it on the right. But that's a very, very difficult up and down. This is another second shot you've just got to brave it.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Now his final approach shot of the day, just wants to go out in style.
One more good swing.
Well, this is the kind of strong wind that will really test a player.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Headed to rarefied territory already. 15 under par for the round. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.